Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. It's good to be here. I always have a hard time figuring out how to get these live streams going when I schedule them, but I'm getting better. It just goes to show you that I don't do enough. All right. So if you can see and hear me, somebody type yeah, right? Somebody type yeah. Right there we go. There you are. Hey, how you doing? All right. Yeah, I was just a little late. Sorry. All right. I'm going to fly through the Patreon questions first. Patreon patrons, thank you so very, very much for all your support. First question, are you still doing Skype lessons? Answer, yes. I'm doing them all day. As a matter of fact, the reason I was late was I was with a very special student named Travis. The only problem, Peter, is there's only so much time in the day, and then I got gigs, and sometimes even I have to practice and try to have a life, try to do things with Kate, watch movies, hang out, pet the cat, maybe have a cigar. Greg Melee. Thank you, Peter. Greg Melee. Am I saying that right, Greg? I hope so. Hey, Jason, a few questions. Was doing a 14-minute version of Going to California planned. What type of harp do you use on Drifting Blues? Okay, let's take care of the first question. I don't know that 14 minutes was planned. We didn't know how long it was going to go. We knew that we were going to play the beginning, and then we were going to solo. So some nights I probably won't solo as much. Other nights I'll solo more, depending upon how good I'm feeling. What type of harp do you use on Drifting Blues? A Hohner Marine Band. I started, it depends on what version, but usually I play that song in second position and also in first position. So I'm using an E flat in the key of B flat second, and then a B flat in the key of B flat first. How do you play the main riff for Sleeping on Biscuits? Okay. God, man, you asked like 20 questions in one, Greg. So let's see. Well, like it's arpeggios of each chord. Okay, this is in a different key, but it's right here. So I'm arpeggiating the one, and then four draw, five draw, six draw. And then 3 half step bend, 4 draw, 5 draw. And then G minor arpeggio, 2 draw, 3 half step bend, 4 draw. And then A major arpeggio, 3 double bend, 4 draw bend, 5 blow. There it is. Would you ever record an album with another harmonica player? I just did. I just recorded on Johnny Sansone's new record. So I didn't do it, but he did it. And would I do it? I don't know. Do you plan on covering any other songs by the Crusaders? I would love to. And thank you for listening to that record. I really got into them because of you. Oh, man, that makes me so happy. Do a lot of bands try to get you to join them? Ha! I wish. There's a couple of bands I'm hoping will ask me to join them, right? You know, there's some bands I would probably leave my own band to go play with, right? Would you ever consider hiring a full-time singer for your band so that you could just focus on harmonica playing and get a different sound? Okay, I used to think about that, but now I'm actually starting to enjoy singing, and my wife is hired as a full-time singer, even though she doesn't sing full-time, but she sings at least 40, 50% of the night now. Do you ever use thirds of the blues scale to harmonize melodies? I use thirds all the time, but not necessarily of the blues scale to harmonize. I use thirds to harmonize whatever note is in the chord. Okay. Next question, Dan Jackman. Hey Jay, I know you're a Hohner and Dorsey. I've got Hohner, 3 Golden Melodies and 3 Marine Bands, as well as 1 Seidel and 2 Suzuki Alice. Okay. My question is, why does it seem that the 3-hole bends seem to sound better and cleaner with more control on Seidel and Suzuki than Hohners? I still love the sound of Marine Bands better. Okay, I I think I know what you mean if it was a regular Marine band, but the crossovers and deluxes should play just as easy as any other one. But the regular Marine band is, let's be honest, it's a little old fashioned at this point. It's still put together with nails. It's leaky. You can get a great one, but you can also get some bad ones. Don't give me a hard time about the vape, you know, right? Do that somewhere else. Patrick Lamb, Mr. Outstanding with all the material available to learn and practice. Can you tell us your practice routine? I'll be honest with you guys. Most of my practice routine is teaching people on Skype. So all day long, 4, 5, 6 hours a day, sometimes more, I'm sitting here with a harmonica in my mouth. I'm running major triads. I'm running pentatonic scales, Aeolian modes, Dorian modes, 6th chord arpeggios, 7th chord arpeggios, 9th chord arpeggios, regular major triads, minor 6 chords, minor 7th chords. So every single day, I'm just going over the fundamentals and the bare basics of music. When I do give myself a chance to practice, which is not enough, and I don't know that I'm as disciplined as I was when I was younger, right? I would like to give myself something hard and work on it for 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. Okay. Let's see. Next question. I really want to get to the regular YouTube, so I'm going to fly through these. Hi, Jason. I've been going all over your past music to find something that I could ask you about. Mary Beth Hempel asked that. That's very nice. I had quite a wonderful journey today, and we'll see you this afternoon. Well, guess what? I landed on, she sent me a link. That means I got to click on the link. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm clicking on, I had to cut and paste the link. I'm entering it into a separate window, and we're going to find out what song and solo this is. And then I got to go back to her question. Now we're going to have to listen to the ad together. Obviously, I love you, Mary, for this. Oh, it's okay. Walk on the Wild Side. Okay. And then she asked a question. She said, could you talk about your solo here at 4:35? I'm loving it. Of course, I love all your solos, but this one stood out to me today. Can you give me a bit of your key, scale, and positions in a bit of a demo? Sure. Okay. So Walk on the Wild Side is, we do it as part of another song called I'm a New Man. And then we go into Walk on a Wild Side. Now, I actually happen to have an E harmonica in front of me. And so the song is in the key of B, but it's in the key of B major. So at that particular time in my life, I was treating that song purely as B major, meaning I was playing it in second position, okay? But instead of the 5 draw, I was using the 5 overblow. So I was playing the major scale, the B major scale. Right? And then all of the notes up there. There it is. So a lot of the stuff that you're hearing is just major scale or the major pentatonic, which is within that scale. So I would just be playing like. Just like that. So just using the major scale, except using it in second position. So practically for you guys out there, if you can overblow, one of the best things that you can do for yourself is learn the major scale in second position. Not only to be able to play the major scale, but to know where all the notes are. my lesson with Travis just a minute ago was really, that was what it was all about, is just knowing where the major scale is. So that's a great question. I'm glad we took the time to learn that. Okay. So it's all in second. Drifting Blues is also another of my favorites. She said, thank you. I also love all your talking demos about grooves. Thanks, Mary. Travis said, what are your favorite scales to mix when soloing? Yes. What advantages did you have and or disadvantages were you up against when you turned professional as opposed to players starting out now? At what point did you realize you were a professional musician? Like you looked around and said, I'm doing this music thing and nothing else. Okay, that's an awesome question. Thanks, Travis. So the first part of the question is, what scales do I mix the most when soloing? So I would say the ones that I mix the most are the major pentatonic and the blues scale. Okay. But the only reason that those are the most is because I'm mostly presented with major chords and minor chords, or major chords and seventh chords. In other words, I'm playing a lot of blues and rock and roll and some jazz. But if the chords are different, I'm going to pick different scales in those to mix together. Okay. So like I might be mixing, like on the new record, on the song Feel Good Funk, Travis, this is what we just worked on. What I did was I wrote a song to accommodate the Dorian mode. So, but not just the Dorian mode, also the Mixolydian mode. So I picked a C minor as the key, so I could be on a B flat harmonica. So for the first chord, I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking, C. I'm thinking C Dorian, right? So I'm going. Let me grab a B flat harmonica here for clarity. Okay, so I'm thinking. But then the next chord I picked was F7. So it's the same scale. It's just really a B flat major scale, but I'm playing starting on C. And then the next chord. Right. So I'm really not mixing scales there, but I'm thinking about it like, okay, here's C minor and here's F7. I'm thinking of F7 as Mixolydian, like a dominant seventh scale, as Guthrie Trapp calls it, the Mixolydian mode. He calls the dominant seventh scale, which I think is a really interesting way of looking at it if you're interested in seventh chords, which most of us who play blues and jazz and country are. All right. Jim Mooney said, hey, Jason, no questions. Just trust you're doing well. You can trust that because I trust in God every day. Some days go better than others, but they always go better because of that. So let's go back to YouTube. I'm way behind. At the first question, I tried the major pentatonic scale over a gospel backing track. It sounded great. Any tips for riffs in that style? Sure. I got a C harp here. It doesn't sound good live streaming. That's the only thing I don't like about live streaming. I need to get somebody fancy to come in here and set up some OBS software so that it sounds as pretty as it does out there as it does in here. The easiest way is to go up the scale a few notes and then go back down the same three and then move them around. And then just try soloing on just those. So I'm just using the first three notes of the scale. So the temptation is, you learn them all, right, up and down, and then you think, oh, I got to use them all. right? But how did I come up with all those, right? Well, I mean, some of it was listening to music like Charlie McCoy and anybody else, right? But like a lot of it was just taking 3 notes and figuring out how many different ways can I play them, or add a 4th and then just back down. That's in another video I did called Quick Easy Country Lick. Right, so I'm just taking that same scale and just going up and down just a little bit. Good question. Ian says, "Hi Jason, Jason recently showed us how to play soulful blues with just a few bends on a G harp. Yes. What key should the backing track song be in to accompany this type of playing?" Okay, go ahead and find you a D blues. D blues, D major blues. You're going to need it. It's going to need to be a major one. So it's 2nd position. And it's a 1-4-5. You can find one with a quick 4 and then put that bend in. The first 3 draw a half step bend, put that in a little early, and then get out and get back in later. Ian said, "Hi again. I'm after a single lesson from you. Do you have any free slots at the minute, or can you please put me on your waiting list, please?" Ian, if you're still watching, shoot me an email at jasonritchie1@gmail.com, and we will talk, or add me on Skype, Jason Ritchie Lessons, and send me a message there. We can talk. We'll see what's up. Evan says, "Yo, Dorothy, I'm here for another great time. Got a question. How do I get my timing right with a backing track? Go to peace as soon as I start. Thanks, bro." Evan. Thanks, Evan. Yo, I didn't put my Dorothy. I need my Dorothy. I don't have any hair things. What am I going to do? Man, Dorothy's my favorite, right? There she is right there. Right. And I can't believe it. I was going to put my hair like that. All right. Never mind. The question is, how do you get your timing right with a backing track? Go to pieces as soon as I start. Okay. So one of the things you can do is just pick a scale and start running it in whole tones. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, like. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, next note 2, 3, 4. So that's really helping my timing. Then I try to run halves. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 beats per note, and then quarters. And then right up and down. So I have a couple of videos on that called Working with a Metronome, and check it out. So you don't need to work with a metronome if you have a good backing track, because most backing tracks have electric drums, so the time is perfect. It's too perfect. Jorge says, "Hey, Jason. All right, Devil's Boxcar. Says, good evening from Scotland. Chicken Man," that was a terrible accent, by the way. Chicken Man, hey, hello, sir. Jorge says, "Could you talk about how to think and play the harmonica as a percussive instrument, like if it were a drum? I've seen the use this approach in some of your lessons." Sure. So back to that 3-note thing. 1, 2, 3. I'll pick another 3 notes. Let's do 2 draw double bend, 1 draw. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm like boom, 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 boom. So what if I went bubble, 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 or just take the first note, boom, boom. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That's just the first note. So give me 2 notes. So I'm just looking at each note as if it was a separate drum. Give me 3. Right? So just start with 3 and go. Shika-daka, 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 daka-daka, doom, da-da, 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 shika-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, boom, shapa, shubba-dubba-da-ba-ba-doom, boom, bow, all day long. Nothing but, man, it's the best thing playing like a drum. It's the best thing. It's the best thing. Awesome question, Jorge. Jorge also says, I'm from Bogota, Colombia. Hola. What's up in Bogota, baby? This thing does not work, is it? Heiko? Is anybody able to see Jason? Oh, man. Heiko, there's 3:15 Central USA time. Jason saying, I hope it's working for you, Heiko. Jay, thanks for doing this. Need to clarify my question I posed to you on Patreon. It was directed to you and not at you. Oh, I found 22-year-old scratch tracks I wrote and thought were long gone. Okay, Carol, I think I missed the question somehow on Patreon, right? So I don't know. I don't know what you mean, but anyway, okay. There you are, my brother. Just hoping you can give us some tips for songwriters in today's world in this conundrum. Well, that's what Carol was saying. So, I mean, I don't know, like write songs and give them to artists. And, and you asked me, right, on Messenger, on Facebook, you said, hey, Jay, do you think would you like to have these songs and maybe throw me some buck from? Here's the thing, man. Like, I mean, first of all, I want to record my own music. Okay. That doesn't mean that I'm not interested in recording other people's music. Okay. I do. And I do that. But every time I make a decision to do that, not only do I have to pay royalties to that person, because if you register your songs with BMI, which I'm sure you know all about this, right? Or ASCAP or CSAC or whatever. But in order for me to record the song, I have to pay. So it's not like I just throw you some back money, right? I have to actually pay you before I record the song. It's what's called a mechanical royalty. So if I'm not the one paying for that, then the record label is. So usually the record label will say to me, like, look, we're going to let you do some covers, but we'd prefer you do all your own music, because that way you make money. And if we split publishing with you, which most of the time a record deal does that, my current one doesn't. Okay. Then we both make money. Okay. So there's that. So not only am I interested in recording my own music and recording my own songs, but I'm financially incentivized to record my own music. So it would have to be a song that I really, really loved, that somebody wrote for me to do that, because it goes against making money. Now, the secondary thought is, well, if I love it and my heart's in it 100%, well, who cares about the money? And maybe it'll bring me popularity because people will see how much I love it and how much fun I'm having playing it, or how heartfelt it is, or whatever, like Take a Walk on the Wild Side or whatever, which I've never recorded, by the way, like formally, something like that. Right. So there's that. That's a huge deterrent, right, for recording other people's music. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it, but you also have to remember, Carol, every time you send me or somebody else a song, I already got 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 100 other songs that I already want to record by other people. Okay. That I've been oh, I want to do this before I die. Right. So, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking Kenny Burrell and there's this Charlie Christian song. There's this Jimmy Smith song. There's this other Crusader song. There's this other Green song. And then you send me something on Messenger like, hey, look, Like, Jay, look, like I recorded these songs like 20 years ago. Would you take a listen? And I'm like, man, like, no offense, but like, I'm swamped. I was like 3 minutes late to this thing. Like, every minute of my day is planned. Okay, almost. All right. Anyway, I love you, bro. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met on the internet. You're so cool. And I mean, no disrespect, other than just that, man, there's a lot of music I want to record. And sometimes when people send me stuff, you know, it kind of goes at the back of the list, right? Sorry. It sucks, but but anyway, in this day and age for you, bro, record your own music and put it on YouTube so people can hear it, right? Copyright it. Go to ASCAP BMI, poor man's copyright, whatever you need to do. Copyright your music, protect yourself, put it out there. Somebody will hear it. Somebody will want to record it someday, hopefully, right, man? You know, I've written a lot of good songs. Very few of them have actually been recorded by other people. Yeah. Okay. Andrew Parker, I didn't know I was still on this page, and you coming on scared the crap out of me. Yeah, because I come on yelling. Here we go. Practice makes perfect. Hey, from Georgia. Hey, Mary, there you are. All right, I got your question. Hey, yo, how you doing, man? I'm doing great, Ultimate Thief. Hey, Paul Woolley, hi. Michael Ardreozzi, he says, stop. No. Jason, why you choose Skype, not the Messenger, Viber, Telegram, and other apps? Okay. Skype is easy to record. The recording automatically saves in the chat section. The chat section saves. You don't have to save the audio. You don't have to change the audio settings to play music. That's why I use Skype. It's an easier program that's easier to understand for the masses amount of public. Are there things that are better about Zoom and Messenger? Sure. Okay. But is Skype easier for everybody? Absolutely. And that's why it's still popular. Jerry Guy said, oh my God, watch the 13-year-old overblow video of a young Jason, and today actually accomplished it. It's a start. Yeah. God, I don't know when I started overblowing. Like seriously, like putting it in my music, something right around like 1997, 98, something right around there. Hi, Jason. I like your t-shirts. Oh, thank you. This is my favorite t-shirt of all. Christian Asoe, right? That's him, right? Hi, Jeff Boyer says, hi from Florida. Thank you for all you do for us. Thank you for watching. You're one of my biggest inspirations, and I'm learning every day. That makes me super happy. Hey, Jason, how are you? And can you give me all of the bends on 3-draw on a harmonica? I'm having problems with mine. Sure. Okay, I'm using a C harmonica. I'm going to start with 3 natural. Now I'm going to bend it a half step. I'm just going to kind of pull a little from back here, almost like a tongue block bend. So there's that first one. Now I'm going to go down one more. So here's the half. There's the whole. Now I'm going to go down one more. That's all of them. Up. Down. From 3-draw to the double. From 3-draw to the half. From 3-draw to the triple bend. Yeah. They're all there. Look, man, I'll tell you. Who asked that question again? Paul Butler. Bro, okay, look, you're not the only ones having problems with that, man. Like, that's the hardest thing that I do. To me, that's harder than overblowing, is getting those notes in tune. And even that demo wasn't perfect, man. So, I mean, pitch-wise. Hey, Jason, I'm playing my first gig ever tomorrow night. Oh, my God, congratulations. We'll be playing over backing tracks. Any tips from you? First of all, practice and prepare. Do that, right? And then when you're done, don't think about it. Don't think about the gig at all. Put it out of your mind. Do anything else besides think about it. But, and the best thing to do for nerves is to practice, right? you got all that nervous energy, you just put it into the music, right? If I sit around and think about the gig and what's going to happen, and oh, look what I found. Here we go, Evan. Here we go, right? If we sit around and we think about the gig and we worry about the gig, right, we're going to stress ourselves out. So one of the best things to do with all that nervous energy is just put it right into the harmonica, right? Or into singing, or write a set list, or or pick out your outfit, right? That's the one I like to do. Like ironing the shirt, right? Taking a shower. That ritual before the gig is so important, right? Because I still get like really bad stage fright. And sometimes like I dread, like if I have a gig, I actually dread the gig. Like sometimes I start a day before the gig, dreading it, right? And then, or I start in the morning and I'm dreading it. And I wish anything would happen. Like if it's an outdoor gig, like I'm praying inside, like I hope it rains. Like I don't care if I'm going to lose all the money. Like I hope it rains. Like because I'm that stage fright is there, right? And now here's the thing. There have been gigs where I didn't have that and they didn't go very good. So sometimes when I don't have the stage fright, I'm a little worried. And then that's good because now I'm getting scared again. Right? So you should be worried. If you don't have the stage fright, you should be worried. All right. Let's see. Anyway, so you're fine, bro. So hey man, post the link where you're going to be playing those backing tracks. All right. Michael Andriozzi, Stage Crasher. Here's what's the best wireless mic setup. I got a cheap one, but I want top notch. Shucks, I'm not the best guy. I've been using the same one, the Samson, which isn't even made anymore and is supposed to be illegal. Shh. I've been using this my entire career, basically. For a little while, I had an AKG one. They don't even make this one anymore, but I love it, and it works great. And so I think everybody now is using these X5 things. Nicotine Karen's coming. All right. Anyway, these X5 things, look, I hear great things about them. The only thing that I don't like about them already, even though I haven't tried them, is that you have to charge them. I like the battery. Right? Because I don't want to be on the road and worrying about charging my vape batteries for my nicotine. I don't have to worry about charging those and charging my wireless, right? But I suppose it's like not very good for the environment, right? But one battery lasts me about a gig and a half, and I push it until it gets the red light, right? Anyway. I could do charge batteries, right? Whatever. LOL. All right, little boy Blue, we can record together, brother. Let's do it. Hey, Mooncat, are you going to the Spa convention? Not this year. I was not invited. I don't think I'm going. If I do end up there, it'll probably be as a salesman for Lone Wolf or Blue Moon. And I will not be playing or teaching, right? Because you don't get me for free. Right? All right. Except here on YouTube, dun, 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 I'm thinking about dreadlocking my hair. How long until I'm as sexy as you? Travis, first of all, bro, you're going to be sexy as me immediately. But let me tell you what, this is a commitment. This took 5 years to lock up where there were no Grinch fingers at the end, the little flurry things. And you don't want to like just neglect it. Okay. Here's the biggest thing that is the biggest lie about dreadlocks is that white people don't wash them. And that's how you get them, or just people don't, right? That's not true. You can wash them all you want. You don't comb them. You don't have to do a lot of twisting or anything. Mine weren't professionally done. They just took 5 years. I did have to separate them as they started dreading. And sometimes I would twist them and pull them once. And then I would put a rubber band in and train it to dread up. That's how I have them so little. so that I had to make sure that they didn't get big. So sometimes I'd put a rubber band in to separate them from locking up with the rest of my hair. The back went first because you sleep on your back. That happened immediately. I got one by accident in the back, especially after I started dyeing my hair because it got more of a texture that wanted to dread, bleaching it blonde. And I got the one in the back, and I told my wife, I said, hey, I got this dread in the back. I'm thinking about, just letting that one dread. And she goes, okay, just one though, just for fun. Don't do them all. And here we are. All right. So anyway, sorry I missed you in Detroit. Oh, that's Corey, Little Boy Blue. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? No, everybody missed me in Detroit. I was in and out and back. Petty backing tracks. Yeah. Nicotine Karens go away. My man. Where can I get a ton of blues tracks in all styles so I can street play alone? I think that Butternote Music has the best blues tracks. Quist has got blues tracks in MCCD sessions. So I would go in that. Well, I don't know about that order. Butternote's got some amazing traditional blues tracks. And then MCCD sessions. And then Quist is great blues tracks too. So there you go. Jason, how does your past life experience influence your writing and playing of new material? Okay, Corey. I don't even know, right? Like, I mean, how can I'm not one of those songwriters that can write songs about other people. So the only thing I know is writing about my own stuff. So I would say it influences everything, yeah. And there's certain stuff from my past that hasn't even made it into songs yet. Part of the reason is like I put a lot of stuff in Done with the Devil in that, and a lot of stuff also in Approved by Snakes. Okay. And like heavy stuff from my past into those two records, Done with the Devil and Approved by Snakes. And I'm going to tell you, like, honestly, Corey, I didn't enjoy reliving that shit every single night on stage. There were certain nights when I couldn't wait to play it, but there were a lot of nights when I just really was in a good mood and didn't feel like going back and revisiting some of that stuff. It's immensely personal. So sometimes I'm omitting things, right, that are going on because I don't really want to sing about it. I have no tech knowledge on scales. It's okay. Stay here on this channel. You're going to have tons of tech knowledge. Hey, Jason, what's better, Moxie or Dr. Pepper? Kate, what's better, Moxie or Dr. Pepper?
Fucking Moxie.
Moxie!
Moxie, you got smacked.
She just said the F-bomb. You get smart on Moxie. Yeah. Moxie's way better there, Bob. It's way better there. It's distinctly different there, guy. I don't know. Dr. Pepper's good. I don't know. I recently I like Moxie a lot better. But it doesn't matter. But you have to remember, Kate, everybody's taste buds are different, right? So some people aren't going to like Moxie. Does that make them bad people?
No, just not full of Moxie.
Not full of Moxie. You heard it here. So you're just not as good. That's the best question yet. Thanks, Peter. The Wobber Jamba got me hooked on harmonica. What song did it for you? Oh, Michael, what a great question. Trouble in Mind by Big Walter Horton from the album Big Walter Horton with Carrie Bell. That was the song. Michael also said, I drove to most of the blues clubs in the U.S. Where did you get Going Off in E? Love to hear some. Okay, let's get it. So the song Going Off in E, Goeneppheny, Going Off in E, just means going off in E. So it's like a combination of The Creeper by James Cotton and Whammer Jammer and stuff that I heard Kim Wilson do and other people do, right? So it's every harmonica player needs their own going off in E. So I just start off with vamping on some chords. So I'm just vamping on that E7 chord. Right. I could go on like that all day. And I would go on a lot longer if I knew that it didn't sound like poo-poo on YouTube. All right. Anyway. Whammer Jammer is what Michael was saying. Yeah. I drove to most of the blues club. Okay. Jay, when I say today's world, let's just say all of my friends in the business are in Black Oak, Arkansas, Dawkins and ID Crisis, hypothetically. And I just know they don't like jazz, blues, funk, or reggae. Okay. Wait. But I don't know. What do you mean, Carol? Right. Like, okay. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't get it. Help me understand. Write a more specific thing and I'll get to it. I promise. What is your favorite blues club in the USA? Martha's Midway Tavern, Mishawaka. That's my favorite, right? Second one, because my favorite club is the Maple Leaf, but it's not a blues club. Okay, it's a club. My favorite blues club is Martha's Midway Tavern in Mishawaka, right? I love that. Love that room, right? Second favorite, Bradfordville Blues Club. Yeah, no question about it. Bradfordville, man. Yeah. I like those juke joint places. Will you ever come near Philadelphia to play anytime soon? I really hope so, bro. I really hope so. It's been a long time since Philly, since Warm Daddy's closed. We were just talking about this. Gary Sellers. What's up, Gary? Hey, Jay, when you play in those fast Pat Ramsey licks, do you articulate with the tongue or play them legato? Legato seems louder. Okay, I do both. So, like, I was just talking about this with Travis. I might articulate the first note or the last note. So, right. Right, or right. So I'm articulating every note. And I was telling Travis, I also think I did that a little too much when I was younger. Okay. Mary Beth, I love your Dorothy. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to dye these again. I'm going to get my wife to fix them. There's a couple of dark spots on them, and they're going to be even prettier and nicer, right? All right. But man, my hair smells amazing. It smells amazing. People are like, your hair looks so dirty and awful. Well, if you think it looks dirty, it only looks that way because this hair is clean and beautiful and minty fresh. I use a special non-residue soap. They're just like little sponges. So you just squeeze the soap and it goes right in there. And then you rinse them and then you squeeze it good and it comes right out. All right. I'm upset I can't do the Pippi long stocking braids. I remember those, Andrew. I remember when you had those. They got too long and heavy to hold up. Man, I'm worried about that. Like, I like my hair at this length. But you can't cut dreads. You can't do it. So that means they're going to be long one day, and I don't want that. I'm going to have to adjust to it, right? I don't know what I'm going to do. You think with all the science in the world, maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way to cut them and get them to oh, man. I don't know. It's bad, though. See, that goes against the spirit of them because it's your hair in its own most natural form. This hair right here is probably be down to my butt by now. That's how when it locks up, it shortens, right? But you don't mess with them. That's the point. You can make them pretty and keep them together and stuff, but you don't disrupt them with scissors. That's
What
what
did that person in the hospital say about your hair?
they're my power.
your
That's my power.
Yeah.
But it's my most natural state of my hair. This is what happens for the most part when I don't do anything to it, when I don't cut it or anything, right? So it's special. And yeah, it's a symbol of what I'm trying to do with my soul. Do you think it's good to cover piano solos on harp in first position? Yes, I think that's good. I think any kind of work like that is good. Can you please do some rockabilly stuff? Not really. I can't. I can't even think of a rockabilly song like right now. Like,
I only know Reverend Horton.
right, like Nick Curran did all that rockabilly stuff. Like, I got so some rock group. All right. Or like what Elvis did he kind of did the rockabilly version of those old blues tunes, right? He rockabillyed them. Man, sorry, bro. You gotta hit load more on the Patreon questions. You missed the first couple of questions. Okay, I'm going back right now and hitting load. I'm redoing the Patreon. All right, here's the first. Thanks. Going back to the first couple of questions. Okay. Hi, Jason. I have been. Okay, I got that one. Let's see. They must have moved on. Okay. All right. Doom Light the Drone. Hey, bro. Thanks for your Q&A session. I cannot play in major modes. Instinctively, I play in minor. That's the shape of my heart. But I understand that I need to play something in major mode. Please give me some advice for that. I would go, please look at my videos on the major pentatonic scale. Okay. So if your heart gravitates more towards the minor, well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's very beautiful that your heart has that affiliation for darkness. Okay. That's nice. Okay. That's a beautiful thing. But that darkness is only going to become better expressed by learning major, by learning the light, right? If you learn the light, you're going to understand the dark. If you learn the dark, you're going to understand the light. So start with that major pentatonic, or just start with the major scale or the Ionian mode. Same thing. Okay. Greg Stevenson asked, yo, buddy, my question is, I'm sitting here with my 11-year-old son, Mason, who is almost as much of a fan as me. Wow. Can you say hello to him and make his day? Mason. Mason. Mason, Mason. Mason, Mason, faux facing. It's Jason saying, what's up, bro? Mason, 11. It's a magic number. Welcome to the chat, and I apologize for my wife's foul mouth. Awful. Don't be like her. Don't be like her. All right. There we go. Do you have any tips for the newly formed busker? Yes. Corey, keep a groove. Don't try to play fancy licks. You can do that all day long and they won't give you any money. Hit a groove. That's what they want. They want a groove. Give me something I can dance to. Virgil John's essay. Hey, Jason, love your work. Thank you, bro. And your energy. It's over the top. Guatemalan coffee is not helping. I'm worse than ever. Maybe an artist that does a lot of any info on tips or growling. Oh, you mean like growling through the harmonica? I've heard a lot of guys do that. Sugar Blue. How do you do it? Oh, I'm making the noise. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Anyway, I don't know. Sorry. It's probably like a tongue roll with a bend. I don't know, man. Sorry. Let you down, bro. As far as singing goes, yeah, just sing wrong, and then you'll be doing growls the rest of your life. Yeah. Would you ever do videos on how to sing? Oh, look, that's the next question. Or at least how you learn to sing. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. So singing. So I didn't want to be a singer. I had to sing in order to make money. Because they don't want to hire you to just play harmonica. Nobody does. You got to sing at least one song. So I started with like Scratch My Back. These talking blueses, right? The Slim Harpo stuff. I started with the easy stuff to sing, and then I moved on. And then I got better and better and better at it, but only because of luck and repetition, right? So it was years before I actually sat down and tried to sing a song the way somebody else did. And I used to look at people that could sing and go, oh, well, they're just gifted. Like, oh, it's like, I wish I could sing like they do, but I can't because I wasn't born with that instrument. That's a bunch of BS. All right. So the minute that, and I haven't done much of this, but the minute I started treating my singing the same way I treated practicing harmonica. So if the person went, whoa, and I tried to go, whoa, then I just tried again, whoa, until I got it. Right. So the second I started doing the same things I did on harmonica, pause, rewind, listen, try, pause, listen, try, rewind, whatever, over and over and over and over again. That's when I started getting okay at singing. Now, here's the other tip. One of the things I like about having my wife on tour is she's a really good singer. So when I'm around people that can really, really sing, I sing better. So quick blues story about Sean Costello. So Sean Costello used to have this little puppy dog voice. By the way, anybody out there that loves me, that loves my energy, man, please go check out Sean because it's way better than anything that I've ever done. All of his music is just unbelievable. It's so beautiful. All right. Like I'm the biggest fan ever, was the biggest fan ever from the day that I first saw him. Okay. When he was just a little puppy dog, 15 years old. Okay. The pompadour and the big giant Gibson guitar. But when he was a puppy dog, he used to sing like a puppy dog. Say, somebody call the cops on me. Right. Or whatever it was. Baby, don't call the cops, or you call the cops on me. I can't remember the song, but the album was called Call the Cops. Listen to it. You sound like a little puppy dog. Okay. And then one day, all of a sudden, he put this record out called Moaning for Molasses. All of a sudden, singing like a bird, right? Like a big seasoned bird. Okay. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, I said, how did you learn to sing like that? It's like it happened overnight. And he said, he goes, oh, it was easy, man. He goes, when BB King has to sing a verse and then it's your turn, on stage, right, with BB King, right, and then it's your turn, and then it's Buddy Guys after you. He goes, you come up with something, right? And in Sean's case, he didn't come up with something fake. He didn't put on some like Eddie Vedder, hey, all right, snack now, back now. He didn't do that. All right. He dug deep, deep, deep and found who he is and projected it as best he can. And he probably asked those guys questions too, right? Like, how do you, okay, here's a big thing for me. For me, singing, I had to put the harmonica down, put it in the case, and just concentrate on the vocals. Now I'm at a place where I can still hold the harmonica, but I'm not thinking about it, okay? I used to sing a line and go, I'm itching, and I don't know where to scratch, right? And put in a little thing because I felt so bad about my voice. I was like, I better put in the good stuff in between, right? And then they won't think about how bad I'm singing. And my first band leader, Cindy Lee, right? All of my greatest influences in life were mostly females, except for Pat, right? She told me, she's like, you put that harmonica back in the case. And she goes, when you sing, kid, you sing. And he goes, you don't think about anything else but singing. And then you give the first solo to the guitar player and then sing and then pick up the harmonica when you want to play. So there's that. I also think standing, but yeah, being next to my wife when she delivers vocally, I know that, you know, I need to deliver too. And there's some things I actually think I sing probably better than my wife, but they're like my own songs, right? But like when I sing Double Trouble or anything like that, you know, I'm thinking about Otis Rush. I'm thinking about Sean Costello and stuff like that, man. Boy, man, you know, I got to do it my own way, right? Because I'm never going to sing like them guys, right? But maybe if I practice more, I could. Anyway.
You went on tour with JJ Appleton and helped you when you were doing vocal
Yeah.
and stuff.
JJ is a super good singer. So JJ gave me vocal things. Also finding the right key for you, the right keys. Yeah, I never thought I could sing an E. Turns out E is my best key. Isn't that something, guys? I didn't think I could sing in that key. And that's my best key. I thought B flat was my key. E flat's my best, right? I mean, E. Sorry. All right. Would you ever do it? Oh, yeah. Okay. I struggle with the 8 draw on special 20. Seems to stall, especially when I'm running major pentatonic. Is this a thing or am I just lucky? Nah, man, that's the harmonica. Go in there and back the action off. Watch the Richard Slay video. That harmonica stuck, right? Yeah, it's probably just that one. Dreading mi hermano el grande gato. Hey, bro, my cat gets dreadlocks on his butt, right? It's what you call cultural appropriation. All right, paddling. Hi, Jason. Do you play relaxed but still play with intensity? Yes. I'm always trying to be relaxed. I think about Bruce Lee, right? Be the glass, right? The water takes the shape of the glass, right? Do I always do that? No. Am I trying to do that? Yes. Before every gig, I'm thinking a lot about deep breaths, dropping my shoulders, relaxing. Okay. He said, I was playing with intensity. It wasn't at all when I listened back to it. Okay. I'm not sure about that, but stealing the Thunder stage. Oh, I just lost it. Hold on. Man, I don't know how many questions are on. There are. I'm going to keep going. Oh my God, we've already been an hour. All right. We'll keep going. As long as there's people here, we'll keep going. 67. Damn. There's a lot of people. All right. Wait. Okay, here we go. Stealing the Thunder stage, crashing. How can I fit in better? Learn the music, learn the tunes, right? You said you don't know any scales and stuff. Learn some scales. You can play things that support. If you know what the other guys in the band are playing and you can play those things soft, like just behind them, that will do that. Do they make a mic that can make a harp sound like a dirty amp sound so I can go clean and dirty without all the big amps? They make pedals that you can plug your mic into and you can step off of the pedal there. All right. Live free or die. A nicotine carrots. That's what's up, Peter. Rusty Harp says, Mooncat, my man. Do you have a video on thirds and fifths of the 1, 4, and 5 chords? I do. Any of the major triad stuff, some of the recent stuff, and even the 6th and 7th chord stuffs talk about that. But I've been thinking about making another video where I go through soloing, but I think I already did it, right? In one of them, I just can't remember. I think I go through soloing just on the root, and then I do a solo just on the 3rd, and then I do a solo just on the 5th, right? So check that out. Corey, thanks for your honesty. Thank you for your honesty, bro. We've always been honest with each other. We've never kept any secrets from each other through better and through worse. And so it's easy to be honest with you, bro, because I know you're gonna be honest back, man. We have a good music scene in Honolulu. Can you come out, bro? Man, I would love to. Please get in touch with my agency on my website and bring me out. Andrew Parker, another guy with a troubled past I know and look up to is Josh Eppard from Coheed and Cambria. you want to hear his perspective on heroin and quitting it, check out his hip hop project, Weird Science. So, yeah, sure, I'd check it out. Yeah, I'm always interested in that. I definitely believe in abstinence. Okay, for me, that's it. So if his thing about quitting heroin doesn't include quitting all other drugs, I'm glad it worked for him, but I'm not interested in that. Right? Just for me, I'm into abstinence. Now, what's good for you might be a different thing. Okay. I'm a little artsy with drawing and painting, Michael, but not with sculpture. My wife, though, is a sculpture fanatic. She's always sculpting and drawing and everything. Gary says, you're the best. No, you. All right. Okay. Carol. Okay. Clarifying. If I wrote metal material in those scratches, tracks like those I wrote, those guys would easily listen and go back. And if they liked them, they are mostly jazz, funk, blues, and reggae. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out what you mean, bro. I'm so sorry. These are mostly, so you're saying that you write jazz, funk, and blues and reggae, and they do metal, right? That's what you're saying. So yeah, so naturally they're not going to want to like do your tune unless they can make it metal. They could do people do that. Like Zydeco people do like blues tunes or they do like pop tunes and stuff. I don't know. Thanks, Michael. Lewis, what is the best venue to see you work? Maple Leaf is pretty fun. For here in New Orleans, Maple Leaf is fun. Dos Jefes is super intimate, right? We're going to do certain music there we can't do, right? And Chiquiwawa is fun, right? All right. Other than that, like, I don't know, like nationally, I don't know. Okay. Carol, Gary Sloan likes them. I think he means your tunes, right? Oh, who's calling me? Hold on. Somebody's calling me on Skype. All right. So I think that's the person I just sent my Skype thing to, right? And then now he's calling while I'm still. Yeah, it was the same guy. Ian. Ian, I'm still doing this. Bro. All right, I accepted you. Still in my live chat. Oh, hey, man, how come you're not answering my call? Man, what the hell, man? You know, you're a hard guy to get in touch with. All right. I'm going to just shut off Skype so that doesn't happen again. All right. Sorry, Ian. We'll talk later. All right. He's probably like, I can't believe that guy is still doing this, right? So David Passo, message retracted. Now I'm intrigued. Evan, effing hell, Jason, got to tell you why I always call you Dorothy when I tell you understand. How can I tell you personally? It will make sense both. Watch with you, Leah. Write me on Facebook. Write me on Instagram. Yo, follow me on Instagram. I love Instagram. I'm on Instagram all the time at JasonRicci93. I'm rocking with the cats and the cigars and the skateboards on Instagram every day. So Michael says, I'm guessing that you're from San Diego or Southern California. No, sir. I was born in the great state of Maine, and I have lived in the South for over 30 years. I moved to Memphis in 1995, and I've lived in the South ever since. For the most part, I gradually moved south until I ran out of land here in New Orleans. Hey, Alex Paslin, what's up, bro? Remarkable player. Everybody here, go check out that kid. Paslin. Alex, oh my God. Unbelievable player. He's like, in many ways, has just surpassed me. He's amazing. Corey says, thanks, bro. I will keep the groove. That's it. To keep the groove. Oh, Terry McMillan was the best at growling. Okay, well, listen to them guys then. Or listen to him. Justin Cobble, you do the growl with the hanging down in the back of your throat. Still can't do it. I'll work on it later. I don't know. I never like really liked the growl that much. But I mean, even when sax players do it, I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's kind of cool, right? Maybe like once a night, right? Right, like a pedal that like is cool, but you don't want to overuse it. Maybe I do the growl once a night. I also can't roll my R's. All that Louis Armstrong summertime thing. Yeah. Hey, bro, I know you're a lone wolf rep. Yep. I just picked up a squeal killer. Would you recommend it for a person who uses a 410 hot rod DeVille? Sure. Okay. So all the squeal killer is doing is lowering the output of the tubes. So you're definitely getting some more volume but the amp's not breaking up either. So in order to get louder, you need to turn up louder, right? And in order to get the same breakup that you had at the lower volume, now you need to turn up louder. So it's going to kill your breakup because that's what's happening. When those tubes are overworking, they're pushing the speakers. So when you go louder, you're going to lose. You're not going to get that same breakup until you're louder. So I don't use that pedal just because I like to play sometimes pretty quiet. And like I use the 410 even at coffee shops, but I just turn it way down. But it still sounds the same as I'm playing louder. So because I don't even need a feedback thing, right? But anyway, there's nothing. That's a good pedal to use, bro. I mean, a lot of people use it. And Lone Wolf makes a similar pedal, right? The little one. I can't remember what it's called. Damn, I wish I could remember that. Anyway, it's got one knob on it. It does the same thing, pretty much. All right, Jason, try out to play on a low F harp. It gives a lot of fun. I love low Fs. Somebody said if Jim Morrison or Johnny Cash can sing, then I can. Well, that's good. That's a good way to look at it. I think both of those guys are good singers, though. Anyway, greetings from Motor City. Greetings from Monocaster. Was just in your town recording. Jeff says I have issues with 8, especially during anthem overblows. I just eased up on it. Okay. That was directed more at the guy who asked how your past influences you're playing. Appreciate the answer, though. Dread Zeppelin, somebody wrote. Harmonicaster, what work of yours comes closest to what you were trying to achieve? Okay. I don't know that there's an easy answer to that question. I think the newest album musically is the closest to where I've been wanting to go. But all of the records, okay, those other records were a lot more about the songs. And the harmonica playing is a lot. There's a lot of harmonica playing. It's everywhere. But the primary purpose was the lyrics. That's what I was trying to get across. In most cases, like from Done with the Devil On, like Rocket Number 9 is more about the harmonica and the jamming. Okay. And then before that was also all those songs, most of those albums were about the harmonica. There's exceptions on each record, of course, where I had one song that I really cared about, but mostly it was about like musical showmanship. The new record, I think, with Joe Crown, The City Country City, is my most mature release yet. There's not too many songs on there. There's not very much like heartfelt lyrical content on there. The closest thing would be the cover song, the Charles Brown tune, and it's a cover song, but the instrumental, it starts with me, even though it's an instrumental. That's really some big things. Now everybody's message retracting. What do I think about Johnberg harmonicas? Okay, Mal, my man Mal, my main man from Queensland in Australia, sent me a Johnberg. I'll give you the honest review. I didn't like it, but I'm so used to this, and it uses Seidel reeds, and the holes are further apart. And after almost 40 years, right? Almost 40 years, guys, of playing harmonica, I can't switch. Suzuki was the same as the Hohner. So in terms of how far apart the reeds were. And then the shape of the thing. And I also think it looks like a jackknife, which is weird to me. I want it to look like a harmonica. But that may be the right harmonica for you. And that's good. And then you get to support some cool little French company. Gotten late for me over here. Stay lucky, brother. All right. Thank you, Matt. Matt, my man, Redfern. Yeah. Oh, now I lost my place again. I got to go find it. All right. All right. Here we go. I'm getting back there. Cheers from Brazil. Maine is cool. It's what's up there, bud. And somebody wrote Moxie forever. No hablo inglés, solo admire Jason Ricci. Gracias, Ildefonso Martinez. Appreciate you, man. Gracias, bro. What pedal gives dirty amp sound? I would say lots of them, but the one that I use is the Harp Break from Lone Wolf. But you can get 3 pedals in one that go right to the PA, Michael. Like the Alpha Wolf is a good one, and the Boogeyman. Both of those from Lone Wolf will do that. Oh, not a low F, but a low F? That's too low for me. That's too low. I'd like to have one, right? But I probably would just play it like once a year, right? Oh, I feel Sasquatch telepathy from Alabama. I can't feel it, but it might be happening right now, and I don't even know it. I'll have to tune in later and see if I can get it. I would sell my soul to the devil at the crossroads to master throat vibrato. Don't do that, bro. First of all, it's not your soul to sell. It's not yours to sell. But I promise you, if you make that pact, it's going to come with a lot more misery than not being able to do throat vibrato. Now, I never got the throat vibrato that I wanted. I wanted Butterfields, that like kind of like that, right? Kind of like that. Thank God I never got it. All right, I got my own vibrato. I don't like vibrato that's too intense. I can't stand it. I like it for like 2 or 3 songs or 2 or 3 minutes, but a whole night of it. I'm much more into adding vibrato now. Putting it on the tail end and even slowing it down. Yeah, I like that much better. So don't sell your soul, George. Don't do it. You're gonna end up with the right George vibrato. If you can't do it and you've tried everything, okay, I promise you that somebody has the right vibrato in store for you. And the reason that you haven't gotten it yet is because something better is coming for you. Do you ever overdraw on hole 10? I was thinking about that the other day during performance. No. There it is. I was thinking about that. It's one of the first times I've ever tried it. I never do that. I should start figuring it out. Paddling 16 says, hi, Jason. I screwed up my question. How do you play relaxed and still bring the intensity? Okay. I think that like you're going to get more intensity if you're relaxed. Okay. So I don't think you need to, there's exceptions. The only exception I know of, there's probably more, but is James Cotton. We see Will Wild. He does that rocking thing. Like this, like that, right? Like he is intense. So he's doing it, right? I get more intensity from focusing. It's like that Bruce Lee punch, right? Where you do it from, it's economy of motion, right? The better you get at the draw, the less at a draw 2, the less hard you need to play it, right? You can boom. Right? People ask me all the time. The other thing is, if you want to play fast, Like, you cannot do that and play hard at the same time. You'll miss notes and you won't hit it accurately. You have to be relaxed to do that. Have you ever seen Akira harmonicas? Yes, they have. They have a plate redirecting airflow between one of the reed plates. I definitely want to try them. Yeah. Apparently overblows are easy. Never tried them. Me neither, man. I want to try them. Yeah. I don't like my Jonberg either, but I think they look cool. Oh, thanks, Mal. Yeah, Mal, you're the one who gave me my Jonberg, man. Yeah, but they do look cool. I meant to put that in my video of all my harmonicas, right? And didn't even make it into the Patreon video, right? I forgot about it. And it was right on the shelf that I was showing. And it was in a black case, so I didn't see it. Okay. Have you ever done a video about harp care? I did. I did a video about cleaning harmonicas called How to Clean a Harmonica, the mongoose-free method. Is it normal to mix and match tongue blocking and lip pursing? Yes, you're normal. I think don't let anybody tell you different. I think about Suzuki Pro Masters. I just bought a complete set after 10 minutes with a C harp. That's what Carol is saying. Warming sounding and easy to bend. Yeah, they're pretty good. Pat Ramsey used them for a long time, right? So if they're good enough for Pat, they're good enough for us. Cheese sandwich or a taco? Well, it depends on what day it is. If I got a bowl of tomato soup, it's a cheese sandwich, right? But man, I don't know. Some days tacos are it. Plus, tacos less fattening. Happy Easter to you. He has risen. All right, that's what I said. He didn't write that. I said that. I lost my place. Sorry. To you and Kate. Thanks you, paddling. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the inspiration you keep dishing out. Hope you can feel the karmic return if you're of your output. Thank you, Jerry. I don't think I fully realize like what YouTube is doing. Like, okay. Yeah. Hold on a second. Next question. So I don't think I fully realize that. Sometimes I stress out about getting a video out and I'm not thinking about it. Like this week, for example, I didn't want to do a live stream. I wanted to put a video out. I'm glad I did the live stream. This is important. It's important to interact with you guys. And I'm going to be doing some Patreon only live streams. I'm going to schedule one. I got some time off in May and that I'm forcing myself to take, and I will spend some time with Patreon during that time period. But yeah, man, I don't think I really understand how much it does. So thank you, Jerry, for letting me know that. Is Big Al still around? Not only is he still around, but he's got a chart-topping CD, and here it is, Big Al in the heavyweights. And guess who's on it? I'm on the CD with Big Al. I'm on it with Big Al, right? So you got to check it out, right? Because look at this awesome artwork, right? Look at them gators, man. Them are beautiful gators, right? This is beautiful. Anyway, I'm on like 4 or 5 tunes. I'm proud to be on it. I'm proud to be working with Al. What a great question. Also about vibrato, I use diaphragm vibrato. It fits me as well. Yes. I started with the diaphragm. I have videos from when I was skinny showing the diaphragm. I'm not showing you my belly now. Oh, thanks, Daryl. I appreciate it. Jay, one more. Just when will you finally invent the first bacon-flavored harp set? That was the first thing I ever read that you ever wrote, bro. And I liked you already. But anyway, yeah, man. I don't know, man. No flavor harmonica for me, man. Jason, if you come to Spa Convention, I will give you a Cohiba. Okay, a Cohiba from Cuba, from Havana. All right. It might take more than that. How about an aged Cohiba from Cuba that's already been aged like 2 to 5 years? Oh, Michael, you played with Big Al in 2004? Holy crap. That was not long after me. That's so cool. You should write him, bro. Drop the link for Big Al. Okay, well, let me just Google it. Big Al and the heavyweights. I'm just Googling it. And I'm going to the website, bigal.net, and I'm copying it. And I'm doing this right now, Colin, to show you that you could have done it. Being a smart ass. Sorry, bro. There it is. How about tequila flavored harp smear monitor? No tequila flavored for me, bro. I'm sober. I don't want tequila flavored. I don't want fentanyl flavored. I don't want crack flavored. I don't want marijuana flavored. I don't want Valium flavored, which would be really gross. Anyway, Chicago Charlie played some with Big Al. A lot of people played with Big Al. Rogie Ray, Harmonica Red, myself, the Colonel. He played with Big Al for a little while. Lots of people. Awesome. Destin Thibodeau from up in Baton Rouge area. Ultimate Thief. My favorite way to spend free time is with cigars. And I like to sit in silence. That means that I like to do it on a day where I feel like I have everything done and when I'm in a fairly good mood. If I'm not in a good mood, I will still go and smoke a cigar, and I'll use that time to kind of think about what it is that's going on and make a plan, or at least figure out how to communicate out loud to somebody else what it is that's going on, what's wrong. Recently, I lost a friend. A lot of us lost a friend, my man, Kirk. And the cigar was an hour and a half. It took him maybe 2 hours to smoke that cigar. And I spent most of that 2 hours just sort of meditating on Kirk and just kind of sending messages, to Kirk and to me. And the only other thing I'll do, like sometimes I'll ruin a cigar by getting on the net or reading y'all's comments, even the nice ones. I don't need that endorphin up and down thing, right? I like to focus on the flavor of the cigar and what the cigar is doing and how does it draw. And yeah. Anyway, if you can't tell, I'm in love with cigars. Are they bad for you? Well, they're not good for you. I'll tell you one thing. They increase your chances of cancer by exactly 2%. Okay, that's what they do. They decrease my stress by 90%. And stress kills more people than cancer. Stress can cause cancer. I'm not allowed in Australia, Greg, because of my felonies here. Anyway, yeah. Oh, well, thanks, Carol. I'm glad that the Bees is now a fan. I've checked him out, bro. That's nice, man. But I don't know what we're gonna do together. I'm a new player. I didn't recognize many of those names. How does somebody like myself learn more about some of the current talent of harp players? Okay, first of all, start with the old guys. Just go back, look, man, Little Walter, James Cotton, Junior Wells, Sonny Boy Williamson, 1 and 2, George Harmonica Smith, right? Then move up. Butterfield, Paul Osher, right? Jerry Portnoy, Kim Wilson, Mark Hummel, Rod Piazza, William Clark, Madison Slim. Move up. Just keep following the progression. Pat Ramsey, Gary Primich. I already said William Clark. Paul DeLay. There's a big one. And then keep going. Howard Levy, but he's not really a blues guy, but all of them. And then the country guys. Who's the biggest country guys? You got Terry, right? But you also got my man Charlie McCoy, right? And then P.T. Gazelle, and then T.J. Clay, right? You just get into the genre and find out who are the big cats in that genre. You can Google it, right? Blues harmonica players. It'll give you a list, right? And then my name's in some of them lists, most of those lists. I quit smoking a month ago and it's much easier to play now. Yeah, definitely. The best part is my harmonicas don't smell like ashtrays. Yeah. A lot of harp players. Margie Goldsmith's book. Yep. There's that one too. Yeah, there's books. There's another book called Harmonica, Harps, and Heavy Breathers by Kim Fields. And then I think there's one updated version of that. Neither one of them includes one. Big mistake for Kim. I know you were a fan of the late, great Alan Wilson. Yeah, damn. I'm so glad you said that, bro. I almost didn't mention Alan. So am I. Have you heard Ken Heat's version of 9 Below Zero? Yes, I have. I've heard all the Alan stuff over and 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 over again. Unfortunately, I don't have a record player anymore, and I sold all my records, which was a big mistake. So, you know, a lot of that Ken Heat stuff has not been released in its pure form. Right? You can find it somewhere. You can find everything somewhere, but you might have to get a compilation in order to get certain songs, right? Oh, yeah. James Cotton played sold out wherever he was, bro. Man, that guy was selling them out to the day he died. He was incredible. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off here. That was a wonderful time. Great questions. Thank you, Patreon patrons. Everybody, remember, Jason Ricci is endorsed with the Lone Wolf Blues Company. That's where my mic comes from. I'm a Hohner harmonica endorsee, right? And I play Hohners, mostly marine bands, and I use Tom Halchek to get all these cool things from, right? These combs and these covers and these braces that make them big in the back. All that stuff comes from Blue Moon Harmonicas, Tom Halchek. I play harp, gear, amplifiers, right? And they're beautiful. They're too, but you know what? There's lots of good amps out there. There's lots of good harmonica players, lots of good harmonica, lots of good harmonicas, lots of good microphones. Play what you want. Play what you want. But if you want to know what I like, it's Lone Wolf stuff. It's harp gear stuff. It's Hohner stuff right now. That's what it is. That's what I'm liking right now, right? That's where I've been for a long time. And that's where I'll probably be for a lot longer. But I think each to their own, right? There is no one cigar that's the best. There's a cigar that's best for you at that time in your life. There's the music that's best for you at that time in the life. There's the artist that's best for you at one time in your life. Who's my favorite harmonica player? Depends on what day it is. Depends on what mood I'm in. I can hear Taj Mahal, and sometimes Taj is my favorite. I can hear Howard on a certain day, and there's no question, Howard's my favorite. If you ask me at that time, who's your favorite? Oh, it's Howard, 100%. Ask me the next day, who's your favorite? Paul Linden, who played with Sean Costello. That's my favorite. Ask me another day, I don't know. I don't even know, right? Who's my favorite harmonica player? I don't like harmonica. All right, y'all, the best. Remember, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. If you want to see where I get my most inspiration from, it comes from Lee Mack 912, the cigar reviewer. I'm just trying to be like Lee Mack when I grow up. I want to relax. I want to be positive. I want to love the people around me. And I know you all love me, and I appreciate it so much. I'm trying to be a better person than I was yesterday. Sometimes I fail at that, but I keep coming back. That's what I do, and I keep trying, and that's all we can do is keep trying every day. It doesn't matter if it's Ben's on the 3 draw, or if you're trying to quit smoking or quit drinking or quit being mean to somebody that it's easy to be mean to. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean, right? I know you know what I mean. Anyway, love y'all. I'm having so much fun. I'm having a hard time ending the stream. I appreciate it. It's already been an hour and a half. We'll do it again, man. These live streams are so good, man. I love you too, Travis. Bro, you and me getting tight, man. Me and Mal are tight, but you and me getting tight too, bro. I love you both. Both y'all, some of my star students. And I want videos. Videos. Mal, you're giving us videos. Thank you, bro. Ryan, my man, Ryan Wiener, he's not on here. If you ever watch this, Ryan, where's my video, bro? You bet you're too good to not be making videos. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate it. Put your own content out there. Be you. Don't try to be anybody else, but it's okay if you want to be somebody else for a little while, just to feel what it feels like to play like they did. That's a big thing. I started imitating Little Walter, not because I wanted to sound like Little Walter. I just wanted to feel what it felt like to play that lick. Sounded so awesome. What does it feel like? I appreciate you guys too. I'll see you next time. God bless each and every one of you. If you don't believe in that guy, that's okay. Just know that a Mooncat loves and appreciates all y'all, even if I don't know you. If I did know you, you know I would appreciate you, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Patreon patrons. Above all, thank you, Patreon patrons. You guys are keeping this stuff going. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for everything.